And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Now here's Eason. 4 on the clock. Portis for 3. They get it back. Pass to Curry. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Eason with the ball. Picked up by Markkanen. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Chalk up 2 there.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. He feels like nobody can stop him.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family. Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to talk it over with his guys. There's 1:54 left in the opening quarter. Back to Eason. Back to Curry. Clock at 4. Duren, the screen. Fires the 3. The rebound by Markkanen.
That's what you want defensively. Force contested 3.
And Dort just wanting that basket more than anyone else. Give him credit for out-hustling everyone.
And Smart over to help. Wiggins for 3. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And here is Antetokounmpo. Dort outside. Eason pulls it in. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Curry. Pass to Duren. No good with a layup. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Fires from deep. Strus tips it back in.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
Now Easton. Dort with a steal. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Up by 2. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
It's good on the putback. Antetokounmpo has got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
He buries it from 3.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
Pass to Strus. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defended by Eason. Here's Strus. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
Defense doing just enough right there. Sometimes that's all you need.
Outside Curry. The three ball. Fires for three. Offensive board. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
Off a pass, Steph Curry, that one is always going in, or almost always going in.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thank you, BA. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Guys, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Eason with the ball. Pass to Curry. Doubled by Strus. Portis left side. Back to Eason. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Curry splashing one down from 3.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And that one's good. Markkanen's got 5.
Impressive awareness from Markkanen. I mean, down on the block there, really good job of using his height to get his shots off.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Well, that's the goal of pick and roll. Get that separation you need.
Three-pointer, Van Vliet connects from downtown. Van Vliet's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Van Vliet has a quick trigger at the arc. He's not one to hesitate, not when he's got a shot like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, come on, Giannis. Unreal.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Curry. Back to Eason. Outside Curry. Dort with a steal. Driving in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Great determination. Dort uses his ferociousness to his advantage.
Doubled by Strus. Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker. Here's Eason. Portis' screen.
2 minutes.
Back to Curry. Clock at 6. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Walker for 3. Nails it from 3. Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Fantastic decision by Antetokounmpo. Scanning the floor and doing an excellent job finding the shooter.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Curry.
Coming onto the floor.
Give him 8.
Waiting.
It's a 4-point ball game.
Duncan Robinson.
Dort with a steal. In transition, here they come. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
They're making a few more threes this quarter, which should help them cut into that deficit.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Antetokounmpo on the attack. Outside for Dort. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Now here's Easton. 5 on the clock. With some arc. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They pin that one on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Dort outside. Antetokounmpo outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
And the second free throw is good.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Up by 4, and we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Van Vliet outside. And here is Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Giannis working inside.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Now Easton. He's got 5. Pass to Curry. Out left to the wing. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Antetokounmpo. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Van Vliet up top. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Wiggins looking around. Outside Easton. Takes a 3. Knocks down the long J. Easton's got 8 points.
pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Dort, right side. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Wiggins with a steal. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Eason pulls it in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. The three from Curry. The rebound by Markkanen. And the basket by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got his second basket on the night.
The defense gets physical inside, and guess what? The tenacious Fred Van Vliet ready for it.
To the inside. Wiggins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. He's off on the second.
You know, it's interesting. Some people say Wiggins should play meaner, but to me the most important thing is that he improves his overall game every year.
Lets it go. Strus's shot is off.
Look, when the defense leaves the mid-range open like that, you've got to punish them, or they'll keep letting you shoot it.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Gets the three to fall. Dort's got 11 points.
Dort has really improved this part of his game. Would love to see him shoot more often from out there.
Eason with the ball. He's got 10. Pass to Duren. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The kick out to Van Vliet. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 points in the quarter.
Because he's got such good touch down there, Van Vliet never afraid to mix it up inside.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title call.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
A minute 37 left to play in the third quarter. Pass to Markkanen. Markkanen sticks one from distance.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Doubled by Strus. Back to Eason. Now Curry. Dort defending. 6 on the shot clock. The three from Curry. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Pass to Strus. Tipped away. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Portis' screen. It's Eason with the jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Stephen Curry.
This will be his third trip to the free throw line.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
And so Antetokounmpo nails both of them. 26 seconds left in the third. Here's Eason. 12 points for him. Seconds left to play in the third. Dort with a steal. In transition, here they come. Marketed for three. Can't hit that one. The third quarter comes to a close. They're up by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the
Visiting team, 38.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. And Coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen here, Florida, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
Antetokounmpo outside. Dort for three. It's hauled in by Portis. Right side Curry. Outside Eason. Down low. Deflects the pass. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Curry. Dort with a steal. And they're running. Oh, and the dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is really an absolute terror in the open floor. I mean, love seeing a guy his size run the floor the way he does. Wow, impressive.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the three, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Shot clock at 2. Duren. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
They grab their own miss. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Strus. Excellent D there from Wiggins.
Even though he hasn't found his groove tonight, his teammates are picking him up. Fire that pass down the court, guys. I mean, that's the best way to keep the fast break moving.
Oh, lots of drama in this game so far.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the final buzzer. And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
The three from Curry. Great positioning on the putback.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
The shot, no good. Now here's Eason. Now Curry. Eason outside. Outside Curry. Takes a three. Duran tries yet again. Puts up the tray. Curry outside. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Eason. Doubled by Strus. Here's Curry. Just 5 on the clock.
It's all about the effort level from Dort on defense. He puts in the work to lock down shooters.
Outside Van Vliet. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Kumpo outside. Strus outside. Clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. 17-footer on the way.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Outside Portis. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Marking it outside. He's off from 3. It's tipped. Fires the 3. Buries it from outside.
And I want to see Markkanen continue to shoot from deep because he's a quality sniper with impressive range.
And it's Eason penetrating. Portis! And he sinks the jumper. A minute 9 left to play in the fourth. Outside Dort. Flushes it down with both hands.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Now Easton. Nope. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Robinson fires.
Duncan.
Booyah! He sinks the triple. They've led by as much as 10. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Dort with a steal. And so the home crowd treated to a I'm sure